It has now been 10 months since I started my NoFap journey again, which means that this is officially the longest streak that I've ever been on since I discovered NoFap, if you don't account for the first 18 years of my life where I was unconsciously on NoFap. Okay, now in my time on NoFap, with the first streak and the second streak, I've definitely experienced a lot of major changes in my life. Okay, I've said this a lot in the past, but NoFap has changed my life for the better. And a lot of that is because of you guys, okay, because of you guys watching this. Because it's not so much that me doing NoFap helped me elevate my life, but me doing NoFap and documenting my experiences helped me elevate my life. And it created this positive feedback loop where I elevate and then people are drawn to that because they want to do the same. And then you guys support me, which helps me elevate more, which helps me draw in more people, and so on and so forth. And we all elevate together as a community. And we've been able to create this beautiful, beautiful space on YouTube. And I'm very, very grateful for that. And I appreciate each and every one of you because you guys motivate me more than you realize. Okay, there have been a lot of times, especially since I moved into my own apartment, that I probably would have relapsed had I not had that subconscious accountability system in my mind. Knowing that there are so many people who look to me for motivation on their NoFap journeys, that has kept me straight as an arrow on my journey. Okay, I am not going to relapse anytime soon. I'm going well beyond that year mark. Okay, this is a lifestyle for me. I don't even count the days. I just make my update videos and I keep it moving because I have a life to live. And that's how you should view NoFap as well. Okay, in the words of the wise Ice Cold JT, don't count the days, make the days count. If you want to make this a lifestyle, you have to transcend the challenge mindset. This is not a challenge. This is something that you naturally do because that's just who you are. You are elevating as a person, becoming your best self, and NoFap is simply a byproduct of that, which helps perpetuate that self-perception that you have. Okay, you are building yourself up. You are establishing a new version of yourself that is capable and worthy of the life that you desire. Now, with that being said, the first benefit that I have experienced after 10 months on NoFap is people approaching me. Now, as an introvert, this could be seen as a benefit or a drawback. For me, typically, I see it as a benefit because I spend so much of my days alone, by myself. Okay, not accounting for the time that I'm replying to you guys' comments or maybe talking to a friend or something like that, which is pretty few and far in between these days. I spend a lot of my time alone, so being approached by people is always a pleasant experience for me. But not only have I been approached by people, the people that approached me over these last 10 months have been overwhelmingly high value people. Okay, and when I say high value people, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're rich. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're high value by monetary status. Some of them do have money, I'm sure, but it's more so the mindset. You see, these people, they approach me and they want to talk about business. They want to talk about entrepreneurship and taking leaps of faith on themselves. They want to talk about how to level up. And I like to think that I carry myself a certain way that maybe attracts these types of people. But honestly, I don't think that there's any physical indication other than the clothes that I might wear in certain situations that might attract these types of people to me. So the only explanation that I could give is my energy is different. My demeanor is different. Like I said, I carry myself differently. I have a certain presence about me, not because I'm better than anyone, but because I know that I'm better than I was yesterday. I know that I'm constantly elevating. I am not the same person that I was when I started my NoFap journey back up in March 2021. I'm a completely different breed. Okay, I'm a whole different person. And that's how I like to live my life. And people can pick up on that. People can pick up on your energy when you are elevating. Okay. And in the same way, I've been able to attract a lot of new people to my community on YouTube. Okay. Maybe a lot of you guys are new to my community. And if you are, welcome. We are the most positive community on YouTube. I don't care what anyone says. This is the most positive community on YouTube. And like I said, I attract these types of people into this community because I'm being that myself. I'm the embodiment of elevation, of positivity, of all of the things that I preach on my channel. Now, am I perfect? Absolutely not. Okay, I don't claim to be perfect, but I am getting better every single day, and that is something that nobody can deny. Okay, nobody can deny that. And clearly, a lot of people can pick up on that energy. Okay, and it's great because I've been able to make some very great connections. I may not have made a ton of friends out of these interactions, but just being able to connect with people that are on the same wavelength as me, that are aiming for not necessarily the same exact goal, but the same underlying goal of freedom and the transcendence of old self. That's always refreshing to find, especially in the area that I live, and especially in my age range. So that's probably been, in my opinion, the biggest benefit that I've experienced. But the next benefit that I've experienced has been very, very beneficial as well in terms of my YouTube career. And that is I have more energy. Okay, I have a lot more energy. I was just watching a few of my older videos this past week, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how people used to watch those videos. I mean, the things that I was talking about, they were very compelling topics. And I think that even back then, I had a natural proclivity for expressing myself in spoken form. But at the same time, I just wasn't very enthusiastic. I wasn't very passionate about the things I was talking about. Maybe I was, and I just had trouble expressing it. But it's a night and day difference between my old videos and my new videos. And if you've been following me for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, now, does that mean that I'm a very high energy person all the time? Absolutely not. But I have energy to do the things that I need to do every day to continue to elevate in life. And that's all that really matters to me. Now, the next thing that I've noticed on NoFap after 10 months, okay, I'm a veteran in the game, 10 months on NoFap, is that I have extreme motivation. Now, on the surface level, this sounds like something that would be amazing. Okay, you're always motivated all the time. Now, me, I'm naturally a pretty easily motivated person. Okay, all it takes for me to get motivated is to go out and see something that I want to acquire. And boom, I'm good. Okay, I wasn't even going to film this video today, but I saw something that inspired me, and here I am filming this video. You guys are gonna watch it. You guys are gonna watch this video because you wanna feel inspired as well. You wanna feel motivated as well. Okay, we continue to add on to that momentum of motivation. Now, this is very beneficial in terms of elevating your life, but at the same time, it can be to your detriment if you're like me and you don't know how to set boundaries with yourself all the time. You see, one thing that I've noticed about myself is that I have a tendency to overwork myself. Okay, I know my limits, but sometimes I don't honor those limits, and that can be a problem. It's getting to that point where sometimes I have to consciously tell myself, Jordan, turn off your computer, put your computer away, and watch some Netflix. Just do something that normal people do. You don't have to work all the time, all day. Okay, now, I'm not just working 24/7. I don't want to give off that perception. But there have been a lot of times when I had scheduled free time for myself. And I thought, no, I think I want to make a video instead. And I end up getting burnt out. Now, this month, you guys have seen me posting 2-3 videos a day at times. And I'm not going to lie to you. You probably won't see too much more of that. Okay, because I understand now that I do have limits, and you have to understand that I'm doing everything myself. Okay, I'm filming my videos, I'm editing my videos, I'm making my thumbnails, I'm clipping my streams, I'm doing my streams, I'm setting up my equipment, I'm doing everything. I made my own website, I wrote my own book, edited my own book with the help of a couple of friends. Shout out to them, they know who they are. But basically, the majority of the things that you guys see me doing, I've done by myself, which is something that I'm prideful about, but at the same time, I understand that I am quickly reaching my capacity. And when you have that extra motivation, it can be very difficult to hit the off button and just say, yo, let's just decompress for a little bit. This is where things like therapy come into play, journaling, meditation, things of that nature. And I'm very grateful to have found these practices and to have maintained the discipline to continue these practices over time. Because without them, I don't know if I'd still be doing YouTube, if I'm being honest.